Hey everyone, welcome to the AI Guide on YouTube, where we're making AI human. What does that mean? It means that we focus on the human impact of AI and the associated exponential technologies driven by AI, like robotics, 3D printing, and more. For this episode, we have a great story of AI-driven human impact. But before we do our story, please like, subscribe, and share these videos if you like them. We can only grow with your support and feedback. So please leave comments and also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Finally, click that link below the video to get free resource to help you better prepare for an AI-dominated future. The resource is free and everything in the resource is free. Why not check it out? If you do, you'll be eligible to participate in my beta course, the AI Safe Career Pivot. This course will help you prepare for a radically different future. Today, it's widely recognized among doctors and pain scientists that chronic pain is not just an extension of acute pain, which is the normal temporary sensation. Instead, it's really a separate disease where the brain's normal circuitry is rewired over a long period of time to deliver pain signals even when there's no tissue damage or other obvious cause of the pain. One reason chronic pain is so difficult to characterize is because the experience of pain is really complicated. It is tied not only to the somatosensory cortex, where the brain receives and processes sensory info, but also to cognitive and emotional processing centers of the brain. It's deeply entwined with expectation and reward circuits, as well as those related to mood and attention. So what does all that mean? That means that pain really affects multiple areas of the brain, including both sensory centers and cognitive centers, and also your emotional centers and how you feel. So while pain may be universal, it's also subjective, right? Until now, there's been no objective way to measure pain, what is called a biomarker. Because of the way chronic pain reorganizes neural networks is so unique to each individual, we will really need more personalized treatment strategies for dealing with it, says Prasad Shirvalkar, Associate Professor of Anesthesia, Neurology, and Neurological Surgery. So there's a new study out reported just on May 22nd last week in Nature Neuroscience. Shirvalkar and his associates looked for those biomarkers by implanting a neural recording device in what's called the ACC, anterior cingulate cortex, and the OFC, the orbitofrontal cortex. So they did this implant on 4 people, 3 who had post-stroke pain and 1 who had phantom limb pain. The ACC is sort of like your automatic response. It's long been implicated in the emotional dimension of pain and is associated with that basic feeling of uncomfortableness, like the hurt. And the OFC, which isn't as well studied as the front part of your brain, has physical connections to the ACC, and growing evidence suggests that it's activated in the cognitive dimension of pain, meaning like conscious recognition of pain, specifically the expectation of pain and its perceived intensity. So that's a scientific way of saying worry. You're worried about pain, you expect it, and you're anticipating it. So these study participants went about their daily lives for several months and reported pain scores roughly 3 times a day that described their pain severity and how it was making them feel at that moment. And then immediately after writing down the reports, they used a remote control to record 30 seconds of their neural activity from the device implanted in their brain. Here's where AI comes in. Using machine learning models, the researchers were able to predict the reported pain levels with specific neural activity patterns in each patient. So this is individual to the patient. They found that signals from the OFC, the front part of the brain, were more strongly correlated with episodes of chronic pain than those in the sensory ACC part of the brain. So what did they say about this? This is a huge milestone because it's the first time neural activity related to chronic pain has been measured in the real world over a period of time long enough to do a clinical study, says Professor Schervalker. And while the biomarkers we found were specific to each individual, their location in the OFC appeared to be common across subjects. So that's a huge breakthrough, right? It demonstrates commonality of the pain in a specific section of the brain, and not any pain, but this pain that shouldn't be there, that's become chronic. So this study provides the first direct evidence that acute and chronic pain have different neural pathways within the same person's brain. That evidence underlines what many doctors and patients already know, that treatments that help address acute pain, such as opioids, are less likely to be effective for chronic or ongoing pain that has no physical cause. And they call this neural networks gone awry. So does this sound familiar? It does to those of us in AI, right? Because the neural network is an electronic representation of the brain, and sometimes those neural nets give wrong answers. And this is a clear example of the human brain giving a wrong answer about what's going on in a person's body. So the development of personalized biomarkers of chronic pain has huge implications for future therapy. If researchers can define, specific types of chronic pain by their neural signature or brain signature, they may be able to determine which signatures respond best to different treatments. One possible treatment would be to administer a therapeutic electrical current that disrupts these abnormal, long-lasting connections that form between neurons when acute pain transforms into chronic pain. So that means that with this electronic stimuli, they can permanently fix this pain state in these individuals. Now, this isn't yet, but it's coming soon. The device we implanted into the participants in this study actually is a deep brain stimulation device that has the capability not only to sense and record brain activity, but also to provide electrical stimulation when needed, says Philip Starr, MD, PhD, professor of neurological surgery. So he's another author of the study. Our hope is that by pinpointing the specific brain signals underlying someone's pain experience, we can program the device to deliver stimulation only when those signals are detected, which will return the brain's pain networks to a normal, healthy state. So this Professor Starr, along with another professor, Edward Chang, professor and chair of neurological surgery, and another author of the study, has already been at the forefront of developing personalized neurostimulation strategies for other diseases marked by these neural networks that have gone awry, such as depression and Parkinson's. So these are the kind of major breakthroughs that will become routine thanks to the power of AI algorithms now, and they can only happen thanks to AI. Algorithms will cause a true revolution in medicine, and we see it here. Think about eliminating someone who's had pain for years, having that pain, or even more important, eliminating Parkinson's disease, which is totally debilitating over time. So here it's now likely that pain management drugs may not even be needed in the future, saving millions from addictions. So this is a huge breakthrough. It's all and only because of AI, because they need AI to interpret all of these brain scans that they're now going to be recording. And if you want to know more about brain-computer implants, check out the short that I posted yesterday, which is huge news in the same area. So thanks so much for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you next time on the AI Guide. Take care. Bye.